Hi, so what is up guys, my name is Eric and I'm here with another video, and I'm gonna talk about some features you might have not known and are useful with iOS 13.3. With me is my iPhone 11 on the left and iPhone 6s on the right, both running with iOS 13.3. All smartphone devices starting from iPhone SE and iPhone 6s series up to iPhone 11 series received the January update for iOS, which is version 13.3. So these features will also cover up other iPhones running with iOS 13.3. Now let's go ahead and start with the features. Now first feature that I'm going to show you guys is that you can quickly change in between apps by just swiping at the bottom of the screen. This can be done by both of these smartphones in front of me and with the similar models, that is iPhone 11 series equivalent from iPhone 10 to 10s Max, and with the iPhone 6s series equivalent to iPhone 7 and 8 series. Now I know a lot of you guys switch in between apps by swiping up from the bottom of the screen and swipe in between the apps and select the app that you want to use. And sometimes you accidentally close the app if you press the wrong side of the screen instead of the app. You can do this faster by just swiping at the bottom center of the screen like this. Now you can see that it's more faster and also avoiding going to the home screen. This is preferable when you're using 2 or 3 apps, like for example, you open the calculator app to compute an installment plan when you're looking for an iPhone 11 open in the browser. You can just swipe from the browser and then to the calculator app to calculate the results for the monthly installments, just like this. You can also open the previously opened or used app at the home screen by also swiping at the bottom center of the screen. You can also do this with the iPhone 6s and 2 similar models I mentioned before, but in a different side of the screen. Instead, at the center, you have to start at the bottom left of the screen to do the same. The phone will respond with a little haptic feedback when you swipe from the bottom left, and that is in response that you have actually swiped to other opened app or opened the previously used app from the home screen. Next feature that I'm going to mention is that you can actually change some settings in the camera app. Now this is only applicable for iPhone 11 and equivalent, so you can skip this part of the video if you're using iPhone 6s up to 8 series. Now I think most of us using specifically iPhone 11, but when you change video settings from the camera, you will go to settings and then swipe down to camera settings, and by there we make adjustments or changes for the video settings, like using 4K or 1080p at 24, 30 or 60 FPS. Now you can do this way faster by just going to the camera app itself. Now at the video settings, you can see at the top right corner of portrait mode or top left on landscape mode the settings that you are using. These are actually buttons, and by pressing both the resolution and frame rate buttons, you can actually change the resolution and frame rates right there. You can also do this in slow-mo video, but only applicable to the frame rate settings. You can also change some settings in photo or portrait mode by swiping up from the selection on portrait view or swipe left on landscape view of the smartphone, just like what is shown here. On photo, you can change the filter, timer, aspect ratio, and all others, while in portrait mode, you can change the digital aperture, filter, and even timer settings. Next feature to mention is that you can actually change or edit a photo if ever you're using the live feature on photo mode for the camera app. Now these are applicable for phones running on iOS 13.3. If you've ever took a photo and the live feature is turned on, you can turn a photo from this to this. What you need to do is open the photo you took with live feature on, swipe up on the photo, and there you can see 4 different effects that you can choose from. You have the loop and bounce effect. It's like a short video made into a clip and animate the photo. We also have the long exposure effect to make a photo more dramatic, especially in landscapes or busy streets. To be able to use this effect, make sure you turn on the live feature when taking a photo. And here with the next feature that I'm gonna show you guys is, I think it's very useful to me, especially when I'm busy or too lazy on typing phrases with the keyboard. But before I get to it, I hope you guys watching this video aren't lazy enough to hit the like button if you like this video and subscribe to my channel for more future videos. Now let's get back to the video. You can actually type a shortcut, and the actual phrase equivalent to that will show up when you press the space bar. It goes something like this. Now, let me type the shortcut first, and next is I'll press the spacebar after that, and there, as you can see, a phrase shows up. To be able to do this, you need to go first to Settings, select General Settings, and then swipe down to Keyboard Settings, and you can actually see the text replacement settings in here. To add a shortcut text and its equivalent phrase, you need to press the plus button here, make a phrase on this field, and on this field the shortcut that you want to type, equivalent for that phrase, and then press save. This is actually faster than swiping across the keyboard if you want to use the phrase you saved on the text replacement setting. For the next feature is something to do with the shortcut that you get if you swipe down from the upper right of the screen. Now, when you swipe from here, you can actually see these shortcuts that are added here by default and for other preloaded and installed applications. By long pressing these 4 shortcuts, you can actually use the shortcut quicker, and you can change some settings by not going into the app. Like for the timer, you press and hold the timer button, and there you can select how long you want the timer to count down. For the flashlight, you can select how bright the flash would be. For the calculator, for the results, and the camera for the different modes. You can also do this to Notes app, and for DU recorder, in which I downloaded, if ever being added under the control center settings. And last but not the least, this has something to do with models like iPhone 6s up to iPhone 8 series. Now, we all know that you can activate reachability when you swipe down at the bottom of the screen if you have models from iPhone 10 to 11 series, and you can reach the apps at the top if you're only using one hand. You can actually do this with the iPhone 6s up to iPhone 8 series by double tapping the home button just like this. To be able to do this, you need to go to Settings and select Accessibility, and then swipe down to the touch settings. Now from there, you have to enable the reachability setting to use the double tap on the home button to activate the reachability setting. And now, as you can see, I can now use the reachability setting by double tapping on the home button of the iPhone 6s. Now that concludes my video, guys, and I hope I helped you out to make your iPhone more convenient when using your iPhone. Not only with the iPhone 10 to 11 series, but also with the iPhone SE, 6s up to 8 series. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more future videos. Till my next upload, guys, see you around and peace out.